Hello, friends. Today's daily devotional is creating the relationship you want through sovereignty. Yesterday, I was privy to several conversations with some of my most wonderful girlfriends here in Boulder, and they were all talking about the relationship and how to get the relationship that they want, and the stress around, you know, things not working out, or the man ended up not being what they thought that he was, or the illusions that they had around what they thought they were getting and who they thought they were, and all of this. And it had me to really reflect on how is it that we can truly create the relationship that we want, which most people say the relationship that they want is to be met, to be seen, to share pure love, to celebrate life together, and to create something in this shared field that is perhaps greater than what we could do alone. And to that thing of really being heard, really being seen, that you're with someone that celebrates you for you, that celebrates you in the fullness of who you really are, right? But a lot of times we don't know who we really are. And what we don't realize is that we're creating relationships out of the necessity for our pain to be resolved within ourselves, so that we attract or are attracted to or attract people into our life that inevitably are going to reinforce that old pain story, that old story of insecurity or deficiency or not being good enough inside of ourselves. And so then we can try harder, or we can attach to this other person, making them responsible for our happiness, them responsible for our experience, and that if only, the hope is, if only they can love us enough, if only they can do X, Y, and Z, commit to us and prove their love to us, then maybe we don't have to feel that old ugly story on the inside. And that is pretty much the definition of codependency, when we're literally needing and pulling on something outside of ourselves, in this case another person, to bring us our happiness or our peace from within. Inevitably it won't work, right? All you're really going to get is a reinforcement of the pain that you feel on the inside, because all of your actions, all of your beliefs about the other person, your projections of who you think the other person needs to be for you, is being motivated from your pain. Therefore, it can only bring more pain. So how do we create the relationship that we truly want? And for me, what I've realized is that it begins with sovereignty. This word sovereignty to me means I am fully responsible for my own experience. My feelings, my beliefs, my thoughts, my actions are all my own. And if I am taking responsibility for my own inner peace and my own happiness and my own fulfillment, then I don't need to project onto someone else that that's their job, right? And then I can see someone else for who they really are and create the space and availability for them to show up in their authentic presence and meet me. And therefore, I'm only going to be attracting people that are in resonance with what it is that I'm radiating. So how do we practice sovereignty? How could you practice sovereignty today? The way that I really like to do it is when I'm sitting in my meditation, I feel all of the connections or attachments that I may have to people in my life, especially people that I may have been or are romantically involved with, or maybe want to be romantically involved with. And I really just let go of all the ideas of what I have about that person, who I think they are, who they may be for me. Oh, they're going to be my dream person. They're going to be my beloved twin flame, right? And I just really honor those feelings, but then fully let them go. And I let them go out of my space. Sometimes I even imagine that that person disappears completely. And I work with whatever comes up, right? If you're attached, if there's, and a little bit of attachment is normal, right? But if there's severe pain, then we can like really be with that and work through it until it dissolves, and we get back to no matter what, even if this beautiful, amazing person disappeared from my life, I'm still connected to ultimate truth, and I can choose the peace of that ultimate truth and heal. So we let go of all of the connections around us. Don't worry, when you come out, you're going to reconnect, and then when you come out and reconnect, you'll be reconnecting fresh, without any of the old stories of the past, or who they were, or who you're hoping they'll be for you in the future, but really just connecting in the present with what's actually here between you, between the two of you. If you're able to do that, then your relationships will flourish, and you'll connect with and attract people into your life that are truly in resonance with the same truth that you're radiating. All right, I'll say that again. So practice today letting go of all your connections. I also do it with sexual energy. Any body sexual energy that I feel that's in my field, I can attune to it, I give that back to them. And I reclaim whatever sexual energy I may have put on another person. I reclaim that and pull that back into my own body. My sexual energy is mine, their sexual energy is theirs. If we choose to share sexual energy together, it's because we're celebrating and sharing a mutual resonance together, not that I'm giving or taking anything from the other person. And that's another key in creating a relationship you truly want, is no giving and taking, right? It's about sharing. I am the fullness of myself, the other person is the fullness of themselves, and we're sharing in that fullness together. So reflect on how you can use these keys of sovereignty and sharing and self-responsibility to create the relationship that you want today, whether you're in a relationship and you're wanting to transform the dynamic, or whether you're seeking a relationship and wondering how to really go about creating that. Fill up yourself first. Be willing to be fully and completely alone. Alone is all one. Alone in yourself, responsible here, connected to the truth. And then the relationship will show up effortlessly and on its own. So I love you.